Hello fight fans, thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, Daniel Cormier believes Islam has done enough to overthrow Jon Jones in pound-for-pound rankings. Additionally, Islam Makhachev urges Alexander Volkanovski to take some rest and not fight in January. Lastly, Joe Rogan heaped praise on Islam Makhachev following his win over Alexander Volkanovski. Daniel Cormier thinks Islam Makhachev staked his claim as #1 pound-for-pound after UFC 294. Makhachev beat Volkanovski by close decision at UFC 284 in February, but was able to knock him out in just one round in their rematch. Makhachev wasn't able to overtake Volkanovski's #1 pound-for-pound spot despite beating him in February. But when Jon Jones returned 1 month later to claim the heavyweight title with a quick finish of Cyril Gane at UFC 285 in March, he took the top spot, moving Makhachev down to #3. But Cormier thinks Makhachev's definitive finish of Volkanovski should make him #1. Talking to the media, this is what he said: "He's the best. Now people will start to wonder if he will be a better world champion than Khabib, if he's going to be the greatest lightweight of all time. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to take a little more. But I think you have to take Khabib's whole career into effect when that happens. There's work to be done for Makhachev to be considered the greatest of all time. But what can't be denied is that he is now the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And why? Because of the person that he just beat and the fashion that he just beat him. It's unreal." Islam Makhachev is hopeful that Alexander Volkanovski won't return to action in January. Volkanovski stepped up on 11 days' notice to rematch Islam in the main event of UFC 294. Before taking the fight, Volkanovski was rumored to face Ilia Topuria in January to defend his featherweight title, but decided to jump on the chance to rematch Makhachev. However, Alexander Volkanovski ended up losing by first-round knockout as Makhachev landed a head kick and then finished him off with ground-and-pound strikes. After the loss, Volkanovski was adamant that he wants to remain active and isn't ruling out a return in January. Although Alexander Volkanovski wants to be active, Islam says he would advise Volkanovski to take time off and make sure his body heals from getting knocked out. This is what he said: "He has to take a break. He has a big cut on his eye. He took a very good kick. That's why he has to take some rest. If he's smart, if his team is smart, he has to take a couple of months rest because this is not like I choked him or body kick. This was a head kick. Not just his coach, but his doctor and his team have to make that decision." UFC commentator Joe Rogan heaped praise on Islam Makhachev following his win over Alexander Volkanovski. Joe Rogan is very impressed with Islam and the way he defeated Volkanovski. Head kick was very impressive, and Joe Rogan believes that Islam is now, like others in the division, a great striker and not just a wrestler. With this victory, he silenced many who doubted him. Here's what he said:
"He showed so much improvement. He really made adjustments because they must have trained for Volkanovski again, even though he wasn't fighting Volkanovski. I'm sure they went over all the different things that Volkanovski did and what are the counters to those things. And he shut a lot of it down. He shut down that switch kick to the outside leg, throwing that front kick up the middle, set up the head kick. Because it kind of looked like it was going to the body from the placement of the knee. In the beginning, if you're looking at it from the side, it was just perfect. Perfect head kick. I mean, he's just, look, he knocked down Oliveira in the last fight. Remember, his striking was his weakest point, and now it's dangerous as anybody in the division. You knock out Volkanovski, shit.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.